Gigabyte brings all the goodies with its AMD Ryzen 9000 ready AGESA 1.2.0.0a BIOS for AM5 motherboards. Gigabyte has rolled out the AGESA 1.2.0.0a BIOS for its AM5 motherboards, supporting AMD's upcoming Ryzen 9000s and 5-inch CPUs. AGESA 1.2.0.0a patch is now available for optimizing performance for AMD Ryzen 9000 CPUs on Gigabyte's AM5 motherboards. The popular and one of the leading motherboard manufacturers, Gigabyte has recently released its latest BIOS version AGESA 1.2.0.0a patch in its beta phase for the upcoming AMD Ryzen 9000 Granite Ridge CPUs. The new BIOS patch is made available for all the 600 series motherboards, including the X670, B650, and A620 chipsets. AMD Ryzen 7 9700X and Ryzen 5 9600X Zen 5 CPUs tested at both default and PBO configs, 2% uplift in Cyberpunk. Gigabyte has already released AGESA 1.1.7.0 patch in late May to offer Ryzen 9000 series compatibility on its motherboards, but the newer patch is specifically for optimizations, letting users achieve the optimal performance with the upcoming AMD CPUs. Furthermore, the new update brings 3 new overclocking features. AGESA 1.1.7.0 Patch A, released in late May. This version enables boot compatibility with AMD Ryzen 9000 processors across the X670, B650, and A620 motherboards lineup. AGESA 1.2.0.0a Patch A, Beta, currently available on the official website. This latest beta BIOS optimizes performance for AMD Ryzen 9000 processors, allowing users to harness the full potential of these next-generation processors. Curve Shaper was revealed by AMD roughly 2 weeks ago, which lets users adjust the frequency, voltage curves of their CPUs to improve undervolting. This essentially reduces the voltage on the stable bands and increases the voltage on unstable bands. From Gigabyte's various motherboard product pages, we found that the release date for the new BIOS patch is 23rd July under different version names. The description states performance optimizations as well as improved DDR compatibility, indicating that the Ryzen 9000 chips will support higher RAM frequencies than the current AMD Ryzen 7000 8000 series. This is something that we reported last month, which confirms that the new CPUs will feature enhanced DDR5 capabilities. This is not the first batch for performance optimizations for the Ryzen 9000 series, as on July 5, Gigabyte's motherboard also received an AGESA 1.2.0.0a BIOS patch. Hence, this is the second batch since the release of AGESA 1.1.7.0 Patch A, which was released in late May to make the support official. Gigabyte adds that it remains committed to providing the best possible experience for users and works closely with AMD to ensure prompt updates as new AGESA versions become available. The current BIOS is in beta phase, which will get regular updates. Motherboard owners can update their BIOSes via @BIOS, QFlash, and QFlash Plus technology available on Gigabyte motherboards. The first batch of AMD Ryzen 9000 CPUs are going to launch in about 10 days, with higher-end chips launching a week later. Till then, motherboard manufacturers will try to enhance their products via such batches for maximum performance uplifts in the initial phase.